every year we donate motorized wheelchairs and scooters. There's a need. There's a lot of people that don't have good insurance and for some reason do not qualify for a chair. A lot of disabled people can't get out of the house, they can't walk. These chairs average between $3,500 and as much as $20,000 a piece, putting them well out of range for people that can't afford them. Every year we have people tell us their story. This year we've had a lot of media help me out, and we were able to give out 35 chairs. And we call it Change a Life, and you do change a life. It's a gift of mobility, gives people a chance to not be a burden to other people as they feel sometimes, be able to go out on their own, go shopping, get out of the house, and it doesn't get any better than this.
Well, in order for me to get a wheelchair, I'd have to go, and try to get some through some, a Good Samaritan, because the state won't pay for them no more. The closest I can do is have them rent a wheelchair. And on a fixed income, that ain't happening. I wish there were more people like Phil around, to make it a lot easier. Because somebody's got to take up the slack. Right. Fortunately, Phil's doing that. The government ain't providing, for the people that need it. Somebody's got to, and along comes Phil.
There's a lot of people out there that have difficulties with walking, with doing all types of things, and having a scooter would benefit them in a lot of ways.
I have no transportation, so this is going to help me get around and do basic things, like just to get downtown, to get to the store, to get to the hospital for my appointments, things I need to do, just to live, to get around. It's terrific what he's doing. I don't have any real insurance, and my handicaps aren't severe enough or whatever to be able to get the assistance I need. The state won't get me a wheelchair or a scooter.
Oh, I love you! I love you! I don't care. It's just for my mom. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I'm just so happy.
No problem.
And I wrote to Phil, and I told him that my mom is handicapped, and she needs a wheelchair, and told him how wonderful she is, and that she's disabled, and I want her to be a little bit more independent, so I want her to be able to get around and everything. Yeah. So this was perfect, and he called me. He goes, "Tracy, come down here," and I was like, "Oh, Phil, thank you." So it was perfect. So I brought my mom down here, and the first time we was here, we took a picture, and I was on my mom like this, and she was in the chair, and it was so perfect.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I'm really happy.
This is gonna help me stay mobile and still be able to do things with my family and friends. Help me a ton.
I'd like to thank Phil for all he does for the community with providing wheelchairs for disabled and special needs, and I think it's a really great thing that he does.
Now we have to help my mom into the bathroom, into cars, drop her off at all her appointments, help her through that. This past Christmas season, we actually had to go out shopping for her because she couldn't come out with us. So it should make my mom a lot more happier. She can actually go out with us now to stores, shopping plazas, and whatnot, and she could actually enjoy herself.
Well, my mother, she's 71. She's diabetic, and she also is on dialysis, and she can't afford anything like this, and she really needs one. God bless them all. I really appreciate it, and I'm pretty sure it'll make her happy. She'll be able to be a little bit more independent.
If it weren't for this, I wouldn't have a chair, and there'd be a point where I wouldn't be able to go with my kids anymore. And my daughter said I wasn't going to be a shut-in if she could help it. So I really do appreciate it. It's a godsend what you're doing.
I'm really looking forward to the scooter chair. I'm going to be able to go visit my neighbors, get my mail, And I'm also going to use it when I go to Virginia this summer with my brother. We're going to away for a week, and it's a lot of little roads to drive around in down there at the park, so I'll be taking it with me, and it's going to really come in handy.
Not everybody's got the means to purchase a chair, and doctors don't always give you the approval for them either, so you're at people's mercies, and but I thank he's very much for this. You know, it's, you don't just take, you try to give back somehow, and and if I can help someday, I'm gonna do whatever I can to help out with this program, because it's very important to have these tools to allow the people to get around on their own.
Today went great. It was a group effort. I had a lot of volunteers. I can't thank enough the media, Channel 8, Channel 3, Channel 61. Paul Radio put me on 4 radio stations, and it really helped get the word out. We had help from the New London Day, the Norwich Bulletin, that came down, did a story. The Day actually did a story before, telling everybody about the giveaway, which helped us immensely. We had a lot more calls and a lot more chairs donated. One gentleman from Manchester, Batteries Plus, gave us a super deal on batteries, so it was a group effort. It's nothing that could be done alone. So between the television stations, the radio stations, and the newspapers, and all the volunteers and all the good people that donated the chairs, everything went off like clockwork. We have 25 happy people. The lives have been changed.